Hi. So this is our second example of working through the lesson on circles and chords. So in this example, we've been told that the points F at -10 and 2, this point here, and G, 8 and 14, lie on the circle in the expanded form of the equation given here. The line L1 is the perpendicular bisector of the chord F to G, which will be this chord. Shown that L1 passes through the center of a circle. Okay, so the first thing we need to do in this example is we need to work out both the gradient of this line, F to G, this chord, and we need to work out the midpoint of this chord, because that will be a point on the line L1. So if we begin by drawing the line segment F to G, then we can work out the gradient of this line by looking at the change in y divided by the change in x. And the change in y is the difference between 14 and the 2. This will have a change of 12. The change of x is the difference between the 8 and the -10. This will be over 18. And then we can simplify this fraction, divide both by 6, and the gradient is 2/3. Now what this tells us is, if this has a gradient of 2/3, then the gradient of a blue line, which is perpendicular to that, will have a gradient of -3/2. And now we need to work out the midpoint of this line, because this is the point where L1 passes through. So the midpoint of this line will be the average x value and the average y value. So the average x value will be the sum of the two x coordinates divided by 2. So -2 divided by 2 gives us -1. And the average y value will be 14 plus 2 divided by 2, which gives us 8. So now we know that the point -1, 8 must lie on the line L1. So if we work out the equation of line L1, we'll use the standard equation of a line. We'll have the gradient -3/2 multiplied by x minus x1, and minus the -1 makes +1, will equal y minus 8. We'll expand out this -3, this should be a 2, and we'll move that division of 2 to the right hand side. So we get, therefore, -3x minus 3 will equal 2y minus 16. So the equation of line L1 in terms of y will be -3x plus 13 divided by 2. And finally, shown that L1 passes through the center of a circle. So now we need to use completing the square to find the equation of this circle. So we'll have x minus 3 having this -6 squared. Complete the square by taking away the 9. Then we'll have plus y minus 2 having this -4. We'll square that and then we'll complete the square. And that will equal 156. We'll move a -9 and a -4 to the right hand side. So we get x minus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared will equal 169. So we know the centre of this circle is at 3 and 2. Now all we need to do is substitute these two values of x and y into our equation of a line. So substituting this 3 into here, we get -3 lots of 3 plus 13 all divided by 2 gives us 4, and 4 divided by 2 does give us the y value of 2. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you did find that helpful, please like and subscribe, and you can download the full lesson and worksheet from my website, mrmathematics.com. There's a link in the description below. Thanks again, and take care.